bring Ryan McCormick into this conversation tonight. He's the managing partner and crisis communications expert at Goldman McCormick Public Relations. Ryan, good business move on the part of United, because there is good PR, then there's firm finances. Is this smart?
I think it's a very smart move. And matter of fact, when the taxpayers gave the airline industry a $54 billion bailout, I would expect it to be a lot more, but I think this is a positive step in the right direction. You saw with Southwest Airlines, because of their December debacle, that they lost over $800 million. So at this point, the airline industry should be coming up with other great ideas like this to make flying great once again.
So you're saying they need to be romancing us. Kind of reminds me of going to a movie theater.
Absolutely.
It's not as comfy, not as maybe clean as it used to be. And you see some people trying to spruce it up a bit, make it more enjoyable, lure people back. And airlines, I don't know if they've had an incentive to do that. Now you think they might.
Yeah, well, if the airline industry itself, when one airline has a debacle, like we had with Southwest back in December 2022, all the airline industry suffer, because I think that all airlines suffer because it deters people from flying. So United is doing this. Apparently Frontier is doing this, and they're going to make it a lot easier for families to fly. So when each airline does something like this, I think it helps the airline industry in general. So they should be doing more things like this. I can't understand why it costs, you have to pay for an overhead bag, even if it's carry-on. I mean, they should be doing other things that would incentivize people to continue to come and fly. It's great PR for them.
In business, you're a guy who knows everything about image. Means everything in business. So you have President Biden very publicly dinging you. Is shaming sometimes a stronger motivation in business than an attaboy for, hey, you did a good thing, but, you know, business as usual?
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes the fear is an incredible motivating factor. And the fear of losing prestige and the fear of losing your place or finances can be very incentivizing in order for you to improve. A lot of great companies like to grow and evolve because they want to do it. And a lot of small businesses and large businesses grow and evolve because it's just an art form. It's something that they're personally passionate about. The fact that President Biden came out and condemned what was going on, and the fact that it got this reaction, I think it shows that what he did was actually pretty positive overall. But I would imagine that when the airline industry did receive a sizable amount of money from the taxpayers in that bailout because of COVID, that they should be incentivized automatically in order to improve their service because of that alone.
Do you think in the future letting families sit together is going to be like a seatbelt? Yeah, they make sense in hindsight. Why didn't we always do this? I mean, I was there recently with my two sons and my husband. I'm up at the counter. Shirley, can we please? Will you let us? Well, no, our hands are tied. You know, like, are other airlines going to say, yeah, it makes sense?
It does make a lot of sense. It makes sense that why shouldn't, because, you know, I fly with my family and I always want us to be together. So the fact that they're making it easier is a really great PR move. And it's something that hopefully they'll continue in the future. And hopefully in the future, airline industry flying will be fun once again. Maybe they'll do things to streamline the process so it's not a hassle anymore. Because as of right now, I think they're at a very weird point. It's very stressful to fly. I've had situations where my flight has gotten delayed several times and I had to drive to my destination. So hopefully they'll improve this in the future.
Ryan McCormick with Goldman McCormick Public Relations. Thank you so much. See you in the air.
Thank you.